Jeanie Buss. Jeanie, thank you. We're excited to have you here.
It's so nice to see everybody. This is exciting. I can really feel like the Laker presence here.
We have some exciting news to get to, but first, I saw your reaction watching your guy, Jared Dudley.
You gotta love that guy, and his kids are even more fun. They're so animated. They're just such a great asset to the team.
And on your hand, I couldn't help but notice she is rocking some great jewels there, great bling.
Yeah,
the ring.
Yep.
Love it.
Gotta do it.
So when we posted that you were joining us a couple of hours ago, Laker Nation, they're excited. They want to know the big announcement, the big news. What do you have for us?
Well, we finally have a date as to when we're going to unveil the championship banner. That will be May 12th, which is our final home regular season game. There was a couple reasons why we waited. First of all, on opening night, we didn't have any fans. Mm-hmm. And so now that we've finally gotten the nod that we're allowed to have some fans, we decided that the last regular season game would be good because it's, we'll have as many fans as we can get. Yep. And hopefully we'll have a completely healthy team by then with LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the court. And, it's a good send-off as we prepare to go into the playoffs.
And Jeanie, it's for the fans, as you mentioned.
It's absolutely for the fans. And, we may not be at capacity. We will follow the rules from the state of California and the LA County Health Department. We're finalizing all the details with Staples Center now. But our aim is to bring in as many fans as possible, but safely as possible.
So that's going to be a very fluid situation, as we know. But what can you share with us? I guess April 15th is that next date in terms of fans returning. What kind of details do you have at this point?
Well, first of all, it's the Boston Celtics, which is great. We don't really have the details right now. We're still finalizing that. So Laker fans, please, watch as we post more information.
And I think a lot of things that factor into that. You just recently posted on your Instagram, your social media, getting vaccinated. Why was that important to you?
It was important to me to share that because, well, first of all, I want to be safe. Mm-hmm. And I also want to play my part in keeping the community safe. It's really important that we all do our part and we can beat this virus together.
So I want to dive into a couple of questions regarding the team, just as of late, your thoughts, of course. But May 12th, that's the night. Mm-hmm. And April 15th, stay tuned, Laker Nation. There will be some more details in terms of fans returning to Staples Center. When it comes to the squad, Andre Drummond is expected to return tonight against Miami. I think we all got a little teased with his debut, but how excited are you to see him get into the fold?
He is... when you meet somebody and you feel like you've known them your whole life, that's when I got to meet Andre Drummond. That's how I felt. It feels right seeing him in purple and gold, and I can't wait to see him play a full game and get acclimated to his new teammates.
And I think that's the epitome, because not too long ago, there was a moment, Jeanie, and I'd be remiss if I didn't get to ask you this, where Trez was very human on social media and shared a couple of tweets, some thoughts, some feelings that were going on in his personal life. You made a point once the team returned from All-Star break, that first game, to seek him out, to give him a hug. Why was that important to you?
Well, I like so many other Laker fans, I follow him on social media, and he posted something that kind of touched my heart because he was feeling, he was missing his family, and, we've all been isolated, and we've all missed those friendships, and I think for me, what I miss most is just giving a hug to somebody, and I reached out to him, and I wanted to just connect with him.
What would you like to see be done better here in the second half?
Just play better in transition. This is a team that likes to
game because of the NBA protocols, and I just wanted to let him know that I was thinking of him, and we shared a private conversation, And that's how I feel about him. He touched my heart, and I couldn't be more proud of the way he's playing, his resilience, and even in our last game against the Raptors, I think I got a lot of comments from his quote after the game that he was looking out for anybody wearing a Laker jersey, and I think that's kind of how we feel. That we're all family and we all look out for each other, and that's what families do.
I was going to say, it's like when you watch Montrezl play, he plays with a lot of emotion, wears his heart on his sleeve, but I think it's something that, as you just mentioned, you can be very proud of as the Laker governor, but also as a fan base. How proud are you of watching this squad right now? I think it's easy for everyone on the outside looking in to look at the standings. We knew it'd be tough without LeBron and AD, but the team is still 4-5 since LeBron has been out.
Well, I think that's a big credit to Frank Vogel and his coaching staff, because they've kept their emphasis on defense. He's kept them motivated while they've missed a lot of key players have come in and out of the lineup. We're dealing with injuries. We're also dealing with COVID issues. So every team has their challenges, and I couldn't be more proud of the way the team is playing and that they're showing up and doing the best they can while we're shorthanded.
And I know you're excited for the squad to get back to full strength because I know you're very active on social. You probably saw the weather report that LeBron posted today. You love that, right? We're okay with that?
I mean, honestly, he's such a great basketball player, but he's also a marketing genius. He's like setting the table and getting everybody excited for the big return.
And with that said, you just did an interview recently that you said, look, we see what teams are doing around us. They want to take down the defending champs, but bring it on. It brings out the best in us. How much are you looking forward to this stretch run?
Yeah, it's all about respecting your opponent, and when one team sets the bar and we're expect to match it, that brings out the best in us. So I think that this playoff run is going to be interesting, and it is going to be so nice to have the fans back at Staples Center. And I think the team has really missed the energy that the fans bring. We have the best fans in the NBA, and it made us shorthanded not being able to play in front of a crowd at home, whereas on the road we have been able to. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very well said. I can tell you that you brought the energy here inside the studio up a notch, so we appreciate that. One last question for you.
Okay.
Lake Show podcast, it is new. You just saw Duds came on. Would you join us? I know you went on with Robert Horry.